everybody, your favorite kitten is back with another video on the hardcore world. Now I've done only a little bit. I've been fishing here. I made a little dock just so we have somewhere more organized. As you can see, we can put our fish in this barrel. We can put other things that we find in this barrel. I can make a little stairway. I said I was going to add a little tree over there. I did that. I actually live streamed on the hardcore world this week. Probably not the week this video comes out, but I did do a little live stream, so check me out on Twitch if you want to catch those. But I've been tending to my farms, and if you look over here, you can see that everything I had over here has moved. All the trees, all the sugarcane, the animal farms. It looks very empty now, and apparently some horses have spawned, so I guess that'll be their new home. Been working on some little paths around here, and it looks like my crops actually are about ready to harvest again. Been experimenting with the little flowers here, and then if we go through here, you can see I have my tall trees growing back here, and I moved my cow farm and my sheep farm. These are just temporary arrangements. Eventually I'll set up something a little bit better for these guys, but for now, we've got this little area starting to come along a little bit, but I'm sure what you're wondering is what we're going to do today. Well, first things first, if you check in my shorts, I uploaded a short where I had gone mining and I found a bunch of diamond ore and we mined it, and we were able to get 48 diamonds, and I have I had a couple in here already. We got 46 diamonds from 22 diamond ore, which I thought was pretty cool. But since we've got so many diamonds, I think it's time to just make a full set and see what enchants we can get on it. Just to feel a little bit safer, because hardcore is pretty scary. Actually, let's not put it on just yet. Before we do that, we should just go try and get some enchantments on it, some basic ones. And while I'm here, I should also be making some more tools, so let's make, out of sticks. But yeah, I wanted to make some of this stuff on camera. And then a shovel. And let's just go see what level 30 enchants we got on them. While we got all of these levels, they've been really helpful. We might as well use them. No sense letting them go to waste after all, and just whatever pops up is what we're gonna take. So that's amazing. Fire protection, okay. Projectile protection, I can check too on these others. We'll take the protection 3 for now. We're gonna go mining more. We're gonna get more diamonds. It's okay. I'll eventually get my really good gear back anyways, but just don't want to do that quite yet. Ooh, those are giving us fire protection, so let's see if we can get anything better on these. Oh, I don't really like any of that. And what can I get for the sword? Well, I don't really love that, so let's try with some more enchantments. Okay, prop 4 on the chest plate, and I'm breaking 3. That's perfect. That's already a really, really amazing chest plate. And let's see what else we can get here. By the way, has anybody been watching? Okay, fortune, whatever. Efficiency, though, I'll take it. Has anybody been watching Past Life, I wonder? That's the new Life series. I've really been enjoying it. We'll waste that one. I don't like that. But yeah, I've really been excited to watch each new episode. Okay, great. We'll take that. And oh, look at that! I finally made it. I'm under 30 levels now. So I'll work on the rest of this and another time. But what are we doing today? Well, let's go back out on our dock, because if you look straight over here, there is a little mound over there. Now, I've said before that I want this whole area to be a big medieval village, town, whatever you want to call it. This area I'm calling the Hero's Rest. You may have seen that in the title of the last episode. So that is how I'm going to call this little area, and there's going to be some lore behind it maybe, if I can figure out exactly what I want to do. But since this is going to be more of a residential district, it's going to have, like, you know, all the shops and everything that you would have in a medieval town. I think I want to build something over there, and I'm thinking a big fortress, but I'm not not just going to build a big fortress. In fact, I'm not even going to get around to the fortress probably for a while. It's come to my attention that we're playing hardcore, and I should probably put on this diamond armor that I just enchanted. It'll be a lot safer. But caves are really scary right now, and I'm not quite ready to open up my ender chest and get all of my good gear back. I think I really want to just enjoy the early game feel of Minecraft for a little bit longer before I just get back all my good stuff, my elytras and everything. It's pretty easy to just use all that stuff, but I really wanted to challenge myself to start over fresh in this new area, and I've done that. But caves are really, really scary. Normally in normal survival Minecraft I don't think much about it, but here mobs do a lot of damage and it's really scary. So I've begun flattening out this area, and I think we're going to build an iron farm here. Yes, I know I said that I was going to take it kind of slow, and I am taking it slow really compared to how I was doing things before. So why am I building an iron farm? Well, it's going to be a really simple iron farm. It's not going to have a ton of villagers. We'll have some farmers and, you know, things like that. Some armorers and some toolsmiths, so we can get infinite diamond tools and weapons. And then we can use those things for a while longer. In case I don't want to go mining again, because mining in the strip mines is a little bit boring. It's a little bit better with the diamond pickaxes for sure, but still not quite where I want it. So we're gonna go ahead and build a really simple iron farm. I know that probably doesn't seem like a big deal to you, because I see a lot of content creators whose episodes 1s, 2s, 3s, they build an iron farm. But to me, I don't usually get around to that, like, well, if at all. It's usually very, very far into a world. But so we're going to try that different, and that's going to take a while. And then I think also I'd like to get this bridge done, because if we're going to start building over there eventually, which is coming up pretty soon, I think. We only have a few more things to actually builds to do in this area, the Hero's Rest. And then we're going to start on that area, and we'll want a nice bridge to be able to cross over into this area. But I'm going to get started working on the iron farm. That's going to be a long project, not going to be good to like record every little instance of that. It's going to be very ugly, and eventually we're going to cover it up with a pretty fortress. So, yeah. I guess I'll come back when I've made a little bit of progress. So, as you can see, I've got some villagers now and a big ugly box. Don't worry, we will fix that, but probably not in this episode. Anyways, I've got to get these guys in this iron farm and get them breeding so that we have plenty of villagers. And I'll see you when it's done. So we are back, and, well, it looks like the iron farm and trading hall is almost done. But in fact, it's not. I messed up. I was just winging it with this one. All the iron farms that I've built before, I have just followed a tutorial strictly from YouTube. This one, I just winged it because I feel like I've seen a lot of iron farms now, and I thought I understood how they worked. I was wrong. So this ceiling needs to come down one more, and I would have built this whole thing differently if I'd understood, because the beds are down below here. But iron golems can only spawn vertically within, I think it was 6 blocks, or was it 7? I don't know. Anyways, what I know is this platform is 1 too high, so I've got to move that whole thing down. The other option would be changing the whole thing, putting the water below and the villagers above, but then I would have to move all of these guys, and I don't want to go underground with it. So it's gonna have a low ceiling in here, and I'm really disappointed about that, but we're just gonna have to make it work. As you can see, I've got one baby villager running around here. That's the last one I need. These 2 guys over here have been doing a lot for me, and then I will have to get them in place. But yeah, I'm gonna bring the ceiling down, and iron golems will probably spawn on top, so hopefully I don't accidentally hit them and, you know, lose the hardcore world. Still looks the same from the outside. But yeah, I kept encountering problems, and it just wasn't working, and I had everyone's trades all set up, and then I deleted the beds because I thought, okay, maybe everything needs to be reset for the iron golems to start spawning. Nope, I am just a silly and I did it wrong. But yeah, I'm gonna get... And we're back. Sorry about that last clip ending abruptly. The audio, unfortunately, stopped recording right at the end. I don't know why. But anyways, I went ahead and I redid what I needed to do on the iron farm, and it is working properly now. We have iron golems. We're getting lots of iron. I've also been working on these trades, part of that on stream. By the way, speaking of my streams, I have started a VODs channel. So now if you miss a stream, you don't have to wait on my Twitch. I will link that channel down below in the description. Don't have many streams on there yet, but we're gonna work our way up to it. But yes, we have locked in a lot of the traders. Not all of them yet have been locked in, but they have all been given their proper jobs. We've been trading iron with some of these guys over here. All the librarians have been sorted. I don't need a lot of librarians, you know, I still have my good armor and stuff. But we got Unbreaking 3. We have Efficiency 5 for 24 emeralds. None of these villagers have been cured or anything, so that's a really good deal. And then we got Mending for 10 emeralds. And we've already put Mending on both our pickaxes. Nothing else is really ready for Mending yet, I don't think. But yeah. And then we've been getting lots of iron. I've been using it to heal one of my pickaxes because we need a lot of stone to build the bridge out here. That bridge over there. Oh, I also moved my little dripstone farm. It's so agonizingly slow. So yeah, I think let's get to the bridge in this next clip. Let's go! Bridge complete. We have now done everything we set out to do in this episode, and I think it looks pretty good. So we got our iron farm built over there. We will detail it again at a different point in time. Sorry this episode has been a little bit shorter, and I know it took a little while to come out. I just hate working with villagers, so honestly I just put it off for forever because of that. But we finally done what we wanted to do. Now I didn't add to the bridge any kind of like contrast block like deep slate. It was important to me. I just wanted it to be stone because we're gonna have plenty of deep slate and stuff in the village over there. So I think it'll be fine. But I even added some of these chiseled stone blocks. They look pretty good. And I feel like I did pretty good even though it's kind of a smaller scale bridge. I feel like I nailed the curves pretty well, and for it being diagonal as well. I wasn't sure I could accomplish that very well, but I did, and I'm quite happy. What is going on here? Did he spawn inside? No? Okay. But anyways, it also is pretty nice to walk across the bridge. Now, there's of course more that I could add. I do want to do a little bit more terraforming on some of these parts where it connects to the land, and maybe a little bit more detailing. I might go back and add in some andesite and stuff for texturing on these bottom parts. We will see. But I even built the little pillars down so they are into the ground. So yeah, it's basically done, and then I may work on adding some more details and terraforming and stuff. Maybe that could be a stream project. But for the next episode, I think it will be time to finally build our little greenhouse and maybe get some bees for it. And of course, in the meantime, I'll be using the iron farm and everything. But yeah, so we did quite a lot this episode. I'm really happy with our progress. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one with a new project. Alright, goodbye! Oh, and if you do like this video, please consider giving it a like and maybe consider subscribing, because I'm really enjoying making these videos and I would love to see if some more people enjoy them as well.